Welcome to ESO Daily. I'm your host, Mysticraven. All right, guys. So, every day I have to come out with new material, especially when I'm doing daily, so on. I try to switch up characters, try to switch up content. But it's kind of interesting though, because this morning I had to get ready, take my kids to school, do things when I first wake up. And the first thing I see was, notification of Alcast's new video on PTS, and it was a new trial, and I definitely wanted to check it out. And so I went on there and was watching it, and as I'm watching this, I'm realizing, wow, man, I have a real newfound respect for Alcast in many ways here. Well, let me give you guys a little background story here. So I got a couple of fucking trolls who know nothing about real parsing because they're console players. They're pretty slow, to be honest with you guys. And they think what you do on there's reasons I don't parse on target dummies. It's not a parse, first off. It's not. It just kind of gives you an idea what you can do, what your potential is. And to me, that's not accurate because you got mechanics, you got other things going on, right? It's just the way it is. And I see the comment here. Let me check it out. But yeah, it's not accurate. It's just not. And and one of the major things. One second here. I'm trying to open up my phone, and I have to mute this thing because it's got kind of a delay effect. Oh no, yeah. Anyway, so there's no accuracy to it. And he gets on PTS because he's, testing things. He's in the new trial, and he's taking a class that is usually typically deemed by most players weaker in a DPS role, but the way he sets up the build is set up in a way that he knows he can get through the content, right? At that point, it becomes so significant. It becomes so significant that you have to understand sometimes you have to sacrifice certain things because of the way the dynamics is set up in the content. And he understands it, right? And I'm watching it, and it's like he knows that it has to go that way. You have to put an ability or two you typically wouldn't be using to get through the content. And I'm like, this is why I have such a new admiration for him, because he's not feeding people bullshit. It's like, it's right there. Is it going to affect your DPS? Hold on. Need a pug, buddy. This am on my take. Okay, useless. Yeah, I'm on my healer, dude. So if you want to throw me an invite, yeah, I'm doing dailies. I love Alcast Swiss made. We life here. He is an example of best in slot. He has so YouTuber respects, bro. Thanks, guy. Swiggy is lurking. I imagine Swig. Yeah, useless. Throw me an invite, man. If you're in, man, throw me an invite. You can definitely throw me an invite, dude. But yeah, so, and that's the one thing, I realize, right? Okay, so a lot of people will always want to, I've always had respect for Alcast because he has when he's doing the things, you'll see the parse from the AoE. Thank you, useless. Oh, dude, do I have your permission to get you in voice chat? I might not be able to because we'll be plugging the rest, so I can't actually. You there, useless?
I might not be able to.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I don't care either way.
You gotta mute the. Yeah, I could use you until we get in the thing because I can't. I can't use their voices if they don't give me permission. So
yeah,
it's just the way it is. So let's find out what the dailies are. Or were you wanting to do the DLC? It's Cradle. I don't know if the pugs will be up for it. Every time I plug that one, it's a bitch.
It's not like plugging ICP or White Glove.
Right. I'll usually get the boys on Arcs. It's so easy, way less than Arcs. For real, dude. Shut up. Dude, it sucks. You can go ahead and queue whatever. I'll probably drop out of the voice when we get in the dungeon, though, just because I have to have that permission thing. It sucks.
That's fine.
Let me eat the food, and yeah, we'll get this done. God, my pots are low, too. Got the Twilight out. How's that DK working for you? Have you been doing trials lately, Useless?
I have. I've been using my Warden more than my DK healer just because I'm trying to get Undaunted up.
Right. Even in your trials? Have you been working in any trials in the Warden?
I have been, just because I want to give it a run. I have so many synergies, so it's like running Twilight on that with as many synergies and trials is awesome.
Yeah, we were just talking about that yesterday because we were trying to find an alternative solution, and I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe I should just throw the Twilight on the Warden because of just what you mentioned. It's because you can keep dropping it. They can get magic users keep synergizing, getting the force, and it works. It does.
They just have synergies for days.
Yeah. So. Well, see, I'm glad you actually got on the feed today because you've played Vet Trials with DK Healer. Besides me, I know that. And it's kind of like weird because it's like a lot of people want to go ahead and say only Templars can do it, and I'm like, no, I know other DK healers that do Vet Trials. You're one of them.
You can run any class in trial here as a trial healer, legit. Now that they changed the whole thing with that was the big thing was sustained for the longest time before you could add stamina regen. Like a healer could throw out because magic could regen for days on a DK before. Like you could throw back magic at players, but you didn't have anything to give back stamina.
Well, the thing is, minor brutality. I'm like every time I use my shield, I give the minor brutality to my stand players. It's like, hello, that's a buff that the Templars don't give, that I'm giving.
Yep.
I'm like,
you give major sorcery too if you running. So, and that's another one.
All right. That's what I think a lot of people don't understand the dynamics between it. Like my sword healer here, it'll give the crit boost. You know what I'm saying? Free the nipple swig is just he's crazy. He helped me yesterday. Dude, I was hoping for that blood altar. Did you queue it, dude?
I'm processing queuing right now.
Gotcha. It was kind of crazy because I wanted that blood altar to work, Useless. I really wanted it to work.
I love it in PvP. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
I haven't found, and it's great for leveling up baby healers. Have.
I wanted it to do it. But somebody had mentioned yesterday, it's like the percentage, and it's not viable in that instance because in any healing role, when are you going to want your party to drop? It's like, please drop so you can synergize.
No. I want you to stay full health so I can proc my SPC on you. Like.
Hold on, dude. Back out of the queue. Swig. Hold on. I'm gonna drop voice chat. I will be back after this run. Swig will get you in the next one. I'll see you in a few minutes here, Useless. Okay, I'm sorry, Useless. I'm gonna let you in the group with the. It's just it's a privacy thing, guys. I have to have permission. I know I got Useless because he sent me the message. But the funny thing about it is, like I said, I do have respect for Alcast, new one, because when you're taking a look at his damage, right, you see the variation. We lost. We lost the deeps. Oh, dude, you shouldn't have queued. We could have. Hold on. Fucking lag. We can grab Swig here, Useless. So after this pull, just grab up Swig. Swig, we'll grab you up. You better have those AoEs down. Too late. We got a queue. Did you work on that AoE rotation, Swig? I know that's kind of one thing you were kind of suffering on the last time we did things, I think. Single target looked good, but your AoEs needed some... But yeah, when you take a look at his video, man, and you take a look at Alcast shit, honestly, he looks really good, and it's accurate. There's an accuracy, and he knows, like, okay, I have to be willing to give up, you know, some effects for the encounter of what's going to be happening. And to me, that every day, it's like, yes, this is completely accurate. I, you know, have so much, you know, found respect just because of the way he did it. There was no bullshit. There was no fucking fluff. It was like, shit, that fire was hot. Man, I don't know what we got going on as far as this Sork should be laying down. This DPS should be laying down a wall besides his friggin' one AoE. He's not stacking. It's causing us to really suffer here. This is what happens when you don't layer AoEs, guys. Dropping down. We got some on the bottom here. Useless. I hate sometimes being a healer, because I don't fucking DPS for shit. Loyal, man. What the hell, dude? Stay within line of sight. Okay. I gotta move. Is there a staircase here or not? Fuck it, I'll move back. I can't even loot that corpse for some friggin' reason. I hate how the... What the hell is... Fucking, I swear to God, Zoss better be fixing some shit. That was another thing he was complaining about, like how the lag just goes, and it's like, holy shit. But yeah, I have a real new respect for Alcast lately, because it's not about him, like, you know, he wasn't in voice chat, obviously. You don't have to be in certain times when you know mechanics, and we can't because privacy shit, blah 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 blah. And but him doing it the way he did it and showing accuracy in the drops, and all of a sudden he's not hitting 30k. Well, one thing most people like, he's on a Templar. Doesn't matter. You could be on a lot of things. You're not going to hit those numbers on single targets. Why? Because you got mechanics. You have mechanics, and that's why I respect him. Another thing is uptime. His recovery time is just par. He's got great recovery time. Even when you're not hitting that, you're hitting around the 20s, right? Like low end 19, 20, whatever. And that's with perfect recovery. The uptime on the recovery is pretty spot on. Okay. We don't have this boss. This boss is... That's on the other one. I thought it was the first one too, but... What's up with this other deeps, man? But yeah, a lot of console players actually believe they actually believe what they're dealing on a target dummy is applied to a dungeon. It's like, nah. If you get a perfect rotation without having to worry about the mechanics so much, you lose 15 to 20% on the average. Mechanics alone sometimes will even drop you lower than that. That's why I don't think it's accurate. It's pointless. I think static is always the way to go. Static setup is the way to go in comparison, because it doesn't matter. I know mechanics are going to fuck up a rotation. It's going to make fucking things really bad, and I'm not willing to do that. I got the left side here. I'll use. Okay, I got the first war horn. Coming your way. Ah, it's me. It's me in the back. Thank you. Try to position myself here. Throwing some orbs. Got it. Come on. Come on. Warhorn again. But yeah, no, like, go check it out. It's really good. It's a good video. He's pugging too. And it just, like, watching it, like, the admiration was there. The accuracy, everything what you would typically become accustomed to. And him playing a class that, you know, he's actually testing it out in trials, that, you know, I'm going to try the Magic Templar in the trial, given the changes. I want to go, and it's like, okay, man, let's do the side boss, dude. 2. I know a lot of people like to skip it. I don't, just in case something drops by chance. But yeah, a lot of respect goes out to Alcast for everything lately, you know, for and he's been getting away from, like, a lot. Another thing I'm really liking about Alcast lately is he already is a skilled gamer. There's no question about his skill. None. Zero. There's zero. There, you can't debate his skill. Matter of fact, a lot of times I can't debate a lot of players' skill. I can debate their knowledge in certain roles, but I can't debate their skills. And the one thing that I really admire about him, he's taken a look at builds with such, like, insight. Like, he knows, okay, it's off by this percentage. This is kind of what's going on. You can use these are alternative solutions, and a lot of gamers are still having a major problem with that. Like, seeing, you know, those small and different curves, taking a look at things, and as an MMOer, you know, I never want to claim that I'm the best at anything, right? Especially in this game. I play too many classes, whatever. I primarily do heals. It's what I'm more known for. I do DPS, I do tank. I do have 16 characters. But at the end of the day, I want to go ahead, and I do have a newfound respect for Alcast. He's come such a long way. From a year ago when people were stacking CP, saying shit was BIS, saying this, feeding tons of garbage, this man has come up in so many ways. It's not to say I'll always agree with him, but I respect him. I respect him. What he did when he did that video just was like, that's accurate. That's real right there. That's not a fucking shit with a person behind you with no mechanics. That is real. That is what a trial looks like. You know, that's real shit. It's not fucking fluff up crap to get fucking viewers. He's doing it real. And that is respect. That's so much respect. It deserves respect. It's not fucking making up the crap. You know, it's him with a pug in a PTS in the vet trial, and that's what it's about. That is what it's about. No pre-made, no bullshit, no communications. Like, dude is balling on what it is. And I'm like, yes, fucking yes, yes. And I'm like, this dude just fucking just hitting it. Like there's no fucking parse for like 30k, you know, on a single target when he's got mechanics. It's no fluff. It's not bullshit. I'm gonna drop the healing circle. Get those flames down. Coming in right behind you, balls. Balls again. Excuse me. I have, like, I don't know where you guys are located in the world, but I'm in Ohio. Weather's been crazy this year. I got really bad allergies and sinuses. I got sick. I was trying to recover. Now I got all this nasty sinus drainage because of the weather. It's like, holy crap.
They're here. They are not.
Don't ever get asthma or sinus problems. You'll never like it. Okay, Warhorn first up. Okay, Warhorn. Ready for teleport. Stack it up. Orbs coming out. Ah, shit, I blew it. I shouldn't have done it. I'll check out the comments after the feed here, guys. I don't think so. Up sneeze, 1 second. Ah. Ugh. Okay, Warhorn. But yeah, guys, you know, honestly, when you're... I'm not saying target dummies is a bad thing, and I kind of want to point that out. I'm not saying target dummies is ever a bad thing. Heavy sack here, useless. But the thing about it is, use it for what it is. And recognize what it isn't. Watch what you're putting on my feet this week. But anyways, yeah, it's definitely, it's resourceful. But like when people were like, you know, do parse, I mean, I can get a healer, I can do this and do that and whatever. I don't want people to buy into that crap that it's kind of an accurate thing, and it's not. But when I was watching Alcast today in that trial, I'm like, that's real. That's real. He's not hiding his damage. The parse is up there. It's not insanely crazy. He's putting in abilities that he knows has to get him through the content, and you have to make those adjustments. And he's testing something out that he could be putting anything on there, but he's testing the class, the stuff, and that deserves so much respect, and it does, you know. And a pug too. And most guys in the PTS are trial players. They want to test the new content, so it's not like a live pug in a trial. Not saying it can't be done, but the guys know what they're doing most of the time. So like when I was on, when we did Halls of Fabrication, everybody in the group, when we were testing it, were trial runners. You know, it was like nothing. It was like, okay, I'm trying the Warden Healer out in this trial just to see what it'll do in comparison and shit, you know? I mean, are you learning new mechanics? Yes. Are you getting adjusted to those things? Yes. Are you going to have deaths? Yes, yes. But everything he's doing, man, and that feed and giving it the uncut scripted version to his audience deserves mad respect. Mad respect. And I will give that to him. Because it's not a pre-made. I mean, you can do anything with a pre-made, but when you're doing it in a pug, no voice communication, and then all of a sudden that you see the accurate parses, the real deal of what's going on, that to me is admirable. I admire it. It goes unsaid what it is, what's really happening in those dungeons and in those mechanics. You know, that deserves respect. I will respect that every day of the week. I love it because you're not going to get 30, 40k parses, you know, on single target with mechanics like crazy mechanics. You're just not. You're not. You're not. It's just never going to happen. Sure, you'll get it on a target dummy, because it stands there. Excuse me. The average group for trials and vets usually about, well, I shouldn't say average. What you'd be okay with without hitting an enrage timer or whatever. 100k, about 100, 150k per second for the entire party. If you can pull it off, you're fine. I'll do the pull here. Useless. As soon as she drops. Just pull the aggro. No. What are they doing?
I love you.
They're gonna prematurely pull these.
All right. These people are here to help you.
What the fuck? I'll lightning staff it. Just go ahead as soon as it hits.
Forgive me.
Okay, got the aggro here. Okay, they're on their way. Okay, I'm gonna drop the bubble on the first pull here. Get inside. And we'll start the war horn rotation. Okay, looks good. Got one, we just gotta clean it up. Boss is on me. Okay, ads. Excuse me. Boss in the back.
Stop toying with my breath.
Putting the alley drain on her.
Real challenge.
Why is he hitting? Where did these zombies come from? Okay, Warhorn. Well, that's a first. The boss came back during the bat phase. Josh, are you trying to fuck with me? Let's put Mystic through the ringer. That's a first.
Don't you get tired of me constantly outdoing you?
Should have waited like 3 more seconds. What in the hell is going on with these dudes? These bosses are just, they're like on some shit. Ads. There's that boss he teleported with the ads. This is some good ass shit though. I'm not getting bored as easy. Damn, we hit him at the same time, useless. Nice.
Any of it.
Tooth for a ring, don't need it. Take it. Okay, go and drop group useless. Go ahead and
One
re-invite.
reason why I shouldn't kill you. Do what you want. I have nothing left to live for.
Okay. Actually, the only reason we drop, and I'll be honest here with you guys, we drop So basically, it gives you a free travel. You don't have to pay for it, and you can just reset it. Now I'm going to check out a couple comments. Useless. Make sure you guys throw me a re-invite, and then we'll try to get Swig in here. And you can just pass me lead, and then we'll get Swig. Okay, a lot of stuff going on. Cheers, buddy. Thanks, Slender or Skyline. Todd, just create a party chat. Oh yeah, that's an idea. Never thought about that. Thanks, Todd. I respect Mystic. Thanks, Snoop. Hello, Rock. Hello, Mustang. When does the Halloween event start? I believe it's tomorrow, Mustang. ESO Daily. Pug vet dungeons every day, all day. Start Mystic. Hit my balls. They're blue. Yes, hit my balls. Lewis. Hey, Lewis. What's up? Let's be honest here. How many other YouTubers go about healing vet dungeon pug runs every day, playing the builds they post in the game, actually demonstrating it live, how to play them? Yeah, thanks, Rock. I do that. All the while, non-meta builds, proving that all races and roles and classes are viable. Yep, do it. Practical application and experience. Snoop, it's all about to start a VMall pug on PS4. I want to do a VMall pug. That would be so badass. Witch's Fest starts the 24th. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Useless. So, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. They actually do have the thing. I will show you guys this. So, check this out, guys. If you go to, like, the collections and you go to appearances and you go to hats and you scroll down, they actually have the new masks already in the non-collected. So we're going to get a Holojack Spectral, and we're going to get a Thicket Man Spectral. Those are the two new masks that are coming out. It's so cool. Did anybody know that? That was so badass. Go Mystic. I was like, yeah, whoa, that's so cool. We're getting two new masks this year. So if you have the old ones, they're probably going to be worth money because I doubt the old ones will drop.
That's fine. I have them both.
Yeah, same here. I actually have one. Yeah, I don't think they're coming back out with them. I think we got those two new ones. I just showed it. I was like, whoa, what is this? Because I was changing my hat yesterday, and there was like two I knew I didn't have collected, but there was two new more. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? When did these come out? And I'm like, oh, they haven't yet.
Yeah, I think the Witches Festival starts on the 24th, I think. The 13th information was wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, and
so
we
Friday's not right.
Yeah, it's on a Friday. That's right. And I knew it was on a Friday, and it's for 2 weeks, right? We're getting 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
Right. So we're getting. I know it was 2 weeks, and it's on a Friday. So thank you.
Last year it was 3 weeks because they screwed up.
Right, but I knew that. But typically we only get 2 weeks. So yeah. So, but 2 weeks.
I need my Witch Mother's brew. I somehow put it on my main just to complete the achievement, but my main doesn't craft. So.
Are we getting a cauldron again this year? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know.
Remember, like Donovan's, how they had the other layer. So is there going to be something different? Is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, because the cake was different this year.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if they're going to do something else slightly different. But, you know, it's funny because we were talking, me and you can pass me lead. I'll go ahead and get Swig in here. He's got a DPS, I believe. I got a scrap too real quick. I'm just going to sell some shit. But it was funny because we were talking if they could make a different, like, you know how they have vampires and werewolves? How cool would it be if they came out with zombie?
That'd be pretty sweet, actually. Or just another, I just want another skill line. I really do want another skill line that maybe incorporates something that, you know, that only DKs have, or only Templars
like a
have.
Specialization.
That way everybody can have it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. That's actually pretty friggin' cool. I like it. Like, it takes maybe your class and your role and gives it another, like, specialization. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like that idea. Like, you know, could we be looking at something like that in the future? Who knows? I mean, it's Elder Scrolls. I mean, you're kind of shooting in the dark.
you know there's going to be another skill line that pops up eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Right. You know, and I was saying, you know, since we have all the undead and stuff, I kind of wish they would take like a couple of skills and rework the ones, because I feel like vampire, as strong as the passives are, and it's good for PvP, and it has PvE applications due to regens and stuff, I feel the abilities don't really have as much strength. Well, used to have as much strength as werewolf. Unfortunately, werewolf is kind of like, ooh, shit, hell no. I don't want to go werewolf. Fuck no, please.
Wait, did somebody in this pub just turn into a werewolf? Can we kick them?
Yeah, well, it's not only that. It's like in PvP. It's like, as soon as I turn werewolf, it's like I'm hit with poisons. Like, blam, ow! I'm like, fuck me. I'm like, holy shit. And it's just like, you deal damage, but if somebody starts capping you with fucking poison disease damage, you just start crumbling. Like worse than you could have impen for days, and you start like, you know, like cowering. Like, well, it's like worse than silver, man, for a werewolf. It's like, oh, fuck me. No, but not poison, bam, you're dead. So, I'm like, werewolves are strong, but if you get a Nightblade, if a Nightblade sees a werewolf, it's like, run, and they're like, oh yes, furry snacks. Wham! It's nasty. Like DK's, Despotic. Do you know who Despotic is, Useless?
I'm not sure if I do.
Yeah, let's start a chat here. A party. Give me a second here. I'll start it, and then I'll open it up. And Swig, make sure you get into the party, and then I'll make it private. It's open. Where are you, Swig? I don't even see ya. Well, he's not online. There you are. Now let me get Useless in here.
Come on. Hey, wait. Where's your voice?
My voice? Can you hear it?
Oh, there it is.
It
was weird. I was watching the video and I was like, that's weird.
Alright. Just invited Useless. There he is. Welcome back, Useless. Okay, now I'm going to invite you to group here. Anyways. I'm like, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You got that AoE worked out, right? There, Swig, on your deeps.
Yeah, I'm feeling the juice, if you know what I'm saying.
That's all good, man. Okay, so we got to do Arx Ceridium. It shouldn't be that bad. I mean, whatever. So, yeah, right. It's cake. So, let me queue it up. We'll be pugging one, but we're in this voice chat, and luckily I have your guys' permission to record your voice, and we can have this conversation. But you know, it's funny to me because, like, and did you get to see Alcast PTS run on the new trial yet, Useless? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right, but now that's the one thing, like, I see, because I have a couple of trolls who's like, oh, because I'll keep my metrics up on my dungeon runs on the PC, right? So when I'm on PC, and I don't have any DPS build finalized on PC because I was healing and tanking and whatever. So I'm still getting still getting a couple pieces I need. Not a lot, but a few. And plus my champion points is a reflection too. But it's funny because a lot of these console players, and I'm not dogging any console player per se, but it's funny to me because they don't seem to understand the mechanics, what you're losing. And Alcast, he's on the public test, he's pugging the new trial, and all of a sudden, man, you're seeing it. You're seeing the adjustments he intentionally makes for the build for the encounter. You see the accurate parses for what it is. And it's on top of it, it's the pug. It's like, it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. It's like the respect is there. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. This is real shit. It's not fucking fake. It's not fluff. I don't have a fucking healer behind me with a non-mechanical fucking shit just standing there like a fucking idiot, you know? I'm like, this dude is being 100% real, unscripted, up front, testing it with pug in vet. I'm like, yes, yes. It's like the right, dude, I'm getting an adrenaline rush watching him. I mean, yeah, there's a couple mistakes that the party members are making, a couple of unexpected things that happen, but I'm getting the adrenaline rush watching it because it's real. You know? It's real. And it's like, yes. Yes. This is how it is. This is more accurate to me. And that's what I want people to understand. I have a person in my trial guild who actually in his memos has his I'm not going to say his name, but he has he's like 38k DPS confirmed, and I'm like, oh my god, you're a scrub. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what does that mean? Not a fucking thing! On a target dummy! That's what I'm like, fuck that fucking shit! I'll never fucking do it! Fuck you motherfuckers! I'm like, you guys are fucking high as kites! Okay, Swig, make sure you don't get in the circle when the snake drops, man. Okay, I'm going to drop the circle here on top of the ads so you can get in, and then we'll start the Warhorn rotations. But yeah, dude, you know, the funny thing about it is, okay, so, and I admit, like, I don't do trials all the time. I do it for the gear, because afterwards it's like, why the fuck am I in here? Right? There are some pieces I need to get, but it's like, you know. And I'm actually really liking, like you said before, about sustains and stuff. Like, when last week I got to take this tune into Hellraw, you know, because I've done normal, but you get a little apprehensive because of, like you said, the utility wasn't there, and what most people are accustomed to. And somebody had asked me one time, why would anybody not want Templars in a trial? And I'm like, well, here's the fact. Did you know that like buffs don't stack, right? Like the buffs don't stack; they reset. They it resets every time. So I'm like, in a lot of times, everybody out of the circle. Yeah, it healed quite a bit. I'll get the Warhorn out as soon as it pops up. Warhorn's up now. But a lot of times people don't understand when you put in another healer, like the Nightblade. Like one of the main reasons I use the Nightblade is because I got a hot while the other instances were dropping off. And when you get the DK, a good DK healer with Templar, it's almost hard to kill anybody in a fucking trial. The deflection, hots, instance, yeah, everything just lines up. And I'm like, I'm requested for a reason. And I don't bump, I don't like step on each other's toes. If you get two Templars in a trial, they step on each other's toe because guess what? They're throwing the same fucking abilities to heal. And I'm like, you're getting the same buffs, you're getting the same shit. They're essentially stepping on each other's toes is what they do more than not. So it's always different on separations. I'm not gonna say that's not the case, but like Sanctum Ophidian, you're losing out, you know, when you have 2 Templars versus another healer. And I think that's why I kind of like the Warden, because that minor toughness comes in so fucking handy in some of those fucking mechanics. Dude, you know, I actually, but no, here's the deal, Useless. You have to, okay, so there is this kind of weird thing going on with minor toughness and SPC, but if you actually throw the friggin', what was it? Like your ground, your mushrooms, it will proc it no matter what. The hots is delaying the SPC. But if you, right, exactly. So throw the mushrooms to proc it. So when everybody's kind of topped off, throw your shrooms. Well, I shouldn't say shrooms.
What's wrong with saying shrooms?
I'm just saying, throw the shrooms, and it'll keep your uptime more consistent. That's how I do it. So I get the budding seeds and stuff. Everything's kind of having a problem with the SPC, but it's working as intended. And a lot of people are like, it's bugged, and I'm like, no, it's not. Unfortunately, it's because of the reset for the minor toughness. That they should fix it where the timer will reset after a certain time. But I'm like, if you want to just cap it off and keep your SPC up, throw your shrooms. You'll be fine. So you go ahead, throw out your hot rotation, your orbs, get everything laid down, and then use your shrooms. But once again, you know how it is with players and trying to get everything lined up, especially with combat prayer. I love it because everybody's like, well, Wardens have a line of sight issue. I'm like every other fucking healer don't. Can you say the word combat fucking prayer? Try to get everybody lined up for a combat prayer buff. Go ahead, I'll wait. Well, most of the time in trials it is that. It's kind of like, you know, it's sidelined. It's not like, it's not vertical. It's not like, it's like horizontal. It's like, oh shit, you know? Okay, ball coming in. Waiting 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warhorn. Okay, ball. I'm keeping that Magicka regen up on you guys too. 3. Swig is a warden, I believe.
Yep.
You know, the funny thing about it is everybody wants to talk about, there's a chest right over there too. Everybody wants to talk about Mag Warden's, advanced. Mag Warden's DPS, and I'm like, well, the problem of it is they're trying to, the similar rotation, and that is counterproductive on the Mag Warden. You can't, it's the rotation is so crazy different with Mag Wardens. But it's a timing issue. And it's clunky. I'm not saying it's hitting as high as like a sorcerer, but you can hit over 30k, you know, if you wanted to, on a target dummy, if you want to. Sure.
I hit 30k on what's that Templar with that flaming ball of well, just a ball of flame, really.
Yeah, right, the one that gives you the power. Right.
But not on a parse. It wasn't on a parse. It was on an actual target in the world. It hits about 15k for.
Oh, per hit. Right.
Yeah, per hit for actual.
Who are you?
Well, usually like my shocks, man. Right. If I get my buffs down, if I get my empower, and I get my major sorcery, and I get my combat prayer buff from my Sork with a Warhorn, not Warhorn, with Spell Power Cure, I can hit like 27, 28k with those fuckers. And I'm like, Holy fuck. And then my birds are dealing like 24k. And then my friggin' bear is hitting like 8k per hit. And when I use his finisher, it hits up to 75k. I'm like, huh? What? What about mag warnings? Huh?
Well, I'm saying that one thing that we were talking about with the dragons and all that yesterday morning.
Yeah, the dragon set.
Putting that on the Sork with the shields that it has provided, I think that's gonna be pretty unstoppable.
Yeah, you're on your Sork tank, aren't you? There, useless. Okay, now what set do what primary set is yours? Okay. Oh, actually, that's a great idea for seducers. Never would think about that for the recovery. Kind of like, you know, kind of like, oh shit. You have to time it right. Yeah, if you don't, yeah. Yeah, you've seen my broker build, haven't you? Yeah. So it's different. And I tell people, that's the one thing about Sorks, man. Sork tanks. They're so different because every other tank you're stacking health because of mitigation. And Sork tanks, you kind of want high health, but at the same time you don't because your shield doesn't scale to health. You're like, fuck. See, I kind of like, you know, here, we'll do the poll. We're going to pull both of these in the room. So just bring them all in. I pulled them. Just bring them in this room. Stack them up in this corner, useless. You can stack them up. And it was funny because I got like... So, have you guys seen the new update for the PlayStation where people can follow you now?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so it's weird for me because all your friends are automatically followers, right? Then I got people who's not on my friends list following me, and I'm like, whoa, I mean, it's weird. I'm like, well, and I know because I'm a YouTuber that it's to be expected, but I'm like, I don't get a say in this? Really? And what's up with it?
They are.
Well, I'm not going to, you know, unless they give me a reason to, I won't, you know. I want to, like, you know, like, I admire some people was like, I'm a big fan. I'm like, actually, I'm a kind of a fan of my viewers, right? You know, I don't look at myself like, oh, you know, yeah, whatever. And, but a lot of times, like, I admire my viewers because most of my community is well-spoken and we actually have discussions. So that's why I like my real subs. Trolls, man, yeah, they can suck my dick and all sorts of other shit. And I know, like, a lot of people are like, well, didn't you troll Gilliam and stuff? I'm like, nah, well, I talk shit, but I don't troll his webpage. You know? I mean, how does that make you feel? I mean, I know you probably don't want to get involved, useless. But how does it make you feel when a person talks about a healer that doesn't play it? That's what I'm saying. Well, and I always tell people this. DK is not for a beginning player. DK healer is not for a beginner.
I'm a beginner. I'm gonna play it.
Like, I think it's one of the more advanced healing builds, don't you think, useless? Yeah. You know, and the funny, I have a new follower. It just said I have a new follower. I'm like, I can't, like, I like it, but, and what do followers get? I mean, do they get to watch you? Is it like, or did they just get notification? I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with this new shit.
Notifications, definitely.
Yeah,
like
I'm
if you were to video something, I was reading the thing when it came up for the update, because every time an update comes out, I'm like, what are they doing to the system?
Well, it's new. It's a new
messages.
feature for the PlayStation. And somebody had asked, okay, so we know ZeniMax has this big thing about you not playing on other players' accounts, right? Like, it's a big fat no-no. I'm going to drop the bubble here, and then we'll get these ads down. We'll start whirlwind rotation. Yep. It's intentional. I just like to do that, so, like, you get a chance to pull, and then the DPS isn't, you know what I'm saying, on certain mechanics. Right, right. Well, as a Sork tank, that comes in so handy. The CC that the Sork tank has, like, when people want to talk about CCs on Dragon Knight tanks, I'm like, have you played a Sork tank?
Sorks are so much crazier.
Don't talk about Warhorn rotation or CCs if you've never played a Sork tank. Don't do it.
I've been beat up by a tank
but
multiple times.
I honestly think
so
Templar tanks need a baseball bat. Fuck a Nerf bat, they need a baseball bat. You can't kill... In PvP, you can't kill Templar tanks. In PvE, they suck at pulls, but... Well, when I play my Templar tank, I love how it mitigates with the shielding systems and the stacking and you know, the reflections and shit. It's like, oh my god, this is like, it's like it plays like a paladin, like what you would consider a paladin, you know? It's like, oh, it's so badass, but it suffers in the fact that, you know, once it has everything, it's strong. But it doesn't have, you know, that capability of, like, because there's no major expedition to get ahead. There's no chains like the DK has, so it's kind of like, But like when you sit in your friggin' circle, right, and you get that extended, it's like, holy shit, man. I'm not going nowhere. Well, no, I never did on my tank. On PvP, yeah, it's gonna suck. But for PvE, I never did run evasion on my tank. I shield stack. I take the hits and I run everything to like damage and magicka build to heal. To like throw the small heals to mitigate, and then shield stack and run health. So it kind of runs like the DK, except instead of stam, I keep enough stam for block, that's it. Everything else is about shielding system, you know, deflections and stuff. That's how I play Templar tank. There's different ways to play it. Yeah, I love him. I just, it's harder to get, like, on boss fights, I like Templar tanks better than any tank. But on mob pulls, I just want to cringe.
I railed a person for using the werewolf on the tank.
No, I hate that. I fucking hate that when a tank will turn into a werewolf. I understand why you have it slotted. I do too. I use it. I'm not saying I don't. But is it accidental or intentional is my question. Because if it's intentional, you want to just smack the fuck out of them.
It was intentional. I told him it was a semi DPS
oh yeah, you
build,
were telling
and
me that, right?
Yeah, and I was just doing it because he was like, "Quit stealing the kills. It's a grind spot. Get the fuck over yourself, you little pussy."
Oh, I thought you were like literally in a dungeon, no chest today. Eh? All right. You're going to take it to the left side of the island, or you're taking on the back end of the island? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yep, that's where I usually go. Some people like it over here around this corner, so you can kind of kite that little thing. But it don't matter to me. Oh shit, my food buff just dropped. Hold on. Okay, we're recovering. Okay. War horns down. Get off me. I hate you. Did you just put the tree down, Swig?
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna smack you for that. Hell no! I just got double screamed. Hit hard. 59k I was in the water.
I don't know, there may be a reason to run the tree if the healer dies.
Well, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just saying, you could be using a DPS on ulti. That's what you need to be doing.
I use that ice storm thing.
No. I mean, you can. Are you running a frost build? Oh, you are. Yeah. So let me guess. You didn't get your friggin' meteor yet, did you?
No.
I knew it. The bear's badass. It has survivability issues. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's a bear. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Oh, it is. It is. You can do those little dailies, but dude, they really don't give you all that much.
I think this one's an 80 faction.
Aren't you? You're DC, aren't you? Useless. I got it. I just put up my shield. I had to just get around. I was in the water like a dumbass. Yeah. Oh, trust me, Useless. I've seen you in Cyrodiil. I've
run
seen
with the
you.
Confederation on AD.
Like,
Sometimes.
I'm friends with Dubs and all, and Miami and all those guys, and Ness and them. Which they're really good, let's be honest. You know, they are. They are really good. And all of a sudden I'm in there and I see them and I'm like, oh man, I wonder if they'll just let me kind of, but we mess with each other all the time. And they're just so good. They are really just so good. Couple times got a little scary, but we got through it, and I died once. It's my fault. It's my fault. It is. But yeah, I honestly think Alcast's new video was really inspiring, man. I just, like I said, I felt it. It was an adrenaline rush. Newfound respect for the man. I mean, he's always been good, no question. But seriously, man. I mean, after watching this video, I was like, props. So much props goes out to Alcast. Just respect, 100% respect. And I always tell people I'm not like a prideful person. Most people think I could be, I think, a dick. I'm a dick and I'm an asshole. But other than that, you know, I mean, I'm a pretty good, cool guy to get along with. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know, dude. I love it because, like, I go into trials lately, and I'll see the Templars with the aura, and then they're still throwing the fucking Ellie drain. I'm like, what the fuck is going on these days in this game? Oh my god, it doesn't stack. I can't stack this shit. I'm wasting a bar. You're wasting a bar space. Like, my OCD starts kicking in. Like, I could be putting another ability in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, Anyways, alright guys. Hey, thanks for actually jumping in the show today, guys. I appreciate it, you know?
Much fun. Much fun.
I appreciate it. And I'd like to thank the viewers once again. If you have any questions, comments, please post below. Thank you guys so much for everything. And as always, have a nice day.